So, hello and welcome again, my people of Soft Signal. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back again with a special episode today. Till now, you have just heard that this thing might happen someday in the future, but now it is really happening. As the side flying to England for the World Test Championship and the England tour of India will continue to be in England, the BCCI president has announced that a completely new set of white ball players will be playing three ODIs and three T20 international matches reportedly in Colombo against Sri Lanka in the gap between the World Test Championship and the India tour of England, which was originally seen as the IPL resuming window by the BCCI. Personally, I feel that India is the only team which has the depth to build 2-3 top quality international playing 11s. Time and again, we have proved how good of bench strength India possesses. So to discuss the probables of the India squad against Sri Lanka and the various interesting aspects around it, I welcome you to the show. This is episode number 36 of Soft Signal. As we are expecting a completely new team with a new leader touring to Sri Lanka for the expected 3 matches ODI and T20 series, let us start the analysis with the batsman first. So Kunal, what do you think, who will be the opening batsman for India?
For India, it's pretty obvious that Shikhar Dhawan and Prithvi Shaw will be definitely in the squad. Looking at the record they have in the white ball cricket, so yeah, Shikhar Dhawan and Prithvi Shaw should open.
Yeah, Shikhar Dhawan has been a regular member of Team India, and also Prithvi Shaw scoring the highest ever runs in the history of Vijay Hazare Trophy. I too think that Shikhar Dhawan and Prithvi Shaw will be India's first choice for opening 11. Also, don't forget that Devdutt Padikkal will be back somewhere. So let's go to the middle order now. Who do you think will be in the middle order for India?
For me, middle order should be handled by the two debutants which we saw in England. That is Surya Kumar Yadav and Ishan Kishan. They both should be in the middle order. So, do you think any other backups they should use?
I also think that middle order should mostly see the regular members. As you saw, 100% Surya Kumar Yadav will be there, I think, in one down, and also Ishan Kishan following him as he does for the Mumbai Indians. I think that Manish Pandey should make a side somewhere in any match in the playing 11. So what do you think about Manish Pandey making the playing 11?
It is like a confusing situation for Manish Pandey because he has not been the first choice for Sunrisers Hyderabad also. But with his experience and with Hardik Pandya along with him, I think he will be the choice. He can be the choice, but he is a probable, of course.
Yeah, given the experience, he should get selected. So let's move to the keeper now. We have, I think, 2 to 3 keeping options. Who do you see in the 11?
I see a pretty unusual and debatable selection. I want Dinesh Karthik as a keeper in the squad because of his experience and the record he has in white ball cricket in domestic for Syed Mushtaq Ali Trophy and also Vijay Hazare Trophy. I know IPL is not a great record for Dinesh Karthik, but yeah, I do feel that he should be in this squad. He should be given another chance.
So Dinesh Karthik would be keeping for you. I would disagree a little bit regarding this. I think Sanju Samson will be making the playing 11 for me. We know how big of a hitter he is, and unlikely Ishan Kishan might get a chance to wicket keep, but I think Sanju Samson would be my main wicket keeper. I think Dinesh Karthik won't make in my playing 11. So let's go to the all rounders now. Below, I think this would not change. Hardik Pandya and Kunal Pandey for you. Also?
I disagree. I don't think Hardik Pandya will be bowling. He will be going as a proper batsman, not an all-rounder. So yeah, I don't think Hardik Pandya as an all-rounder. I think Krunal Pandya will be the one going as an all-rounder. He will be the lone all-rounder of the team, I guess.
Hardik Pandya will be making the side for you.
He will be in the side as a batsman, but not as an all-rounder.
Okay, so as you said, the all-rounders category seem the most fragile of all. So we have, I think, only Kunal Pandya as all-rounder, and we can call Deepak Chahar also to some extent. Otherwise, we don't see any all-rounder of that stature in this playing 11. So let's go
Yeah.
to the spinners now. So who do you think will make, according to the pitches,
Uh,
one or two? You can pick who
uh,
would be your spin.
Obviously, because of the Sri Lankan pitches, the spinning tracks, we would say. So the spinners would be Yuzvendra Chahal, of course,
Hmm.
uh, Varun Chakravarti, Rahul Chahar
Okay.
for me. Yeah.
Okay. So
So these three spinners.
which of them would be in your playing 11 at for starting matches?
For starting, obviously, I will go with Yuzvendra Chahal and I will go with Rahul Chahar. The two leg
Okay.
spinners I would go. Just the fact that they are the bridge spinners, it might help the Indian team.
I will also keep
So
Varun Chakravarti in the backup. So you don't think Kuldeep Yadav will be making the playing 11 or the
I
team?
don't. I think he might be in the team. It
Okay.
is debatable, and they might give him a benefit of doubt that
Hmm.
he has not got a lot of chances previously.
Okay.
But they might give him another chance to prove
Okay.
himself, and we might see. I don't see a lot of chances or a lot of probability that he will be in the team. But
Hmm.
if he is in the team, we might see the Kulcha Jodi in the action.
So, so for me personally, Yuzvendra Chahal would make in the ODI as well as T20 squad, but Kuldeep for me would be in the ODI squad, and Rahul Chahar I will prefer in the T20 squad. Yuzvendra Chahal would be common for both. So let's move on to pacers now. Who will be your pacers in the 11?
Pacers are pretty obvious. Deepak Chahar and
Okay.
Prasidh Krishna, they too might be in the playing 11. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, depending on his injury, he's likely to be dropped because of his injury. They might want him in the T20 World Cup to recover as fast as and as healthy as he is. So I don't think Bhuvaneshwar Kumar will be in the side. But if he is, he will be the lead bowler for the team. You think any other another
I
bowler will
would
be in the
really hope that T. Natarajan would get fit for the series because he is a very great pick for the T20s. If he doesn't get fit in time, I think Karthik Tyagi might replace. I know a little bit of off choice, but Karthik Tyagi or Navdeep Saini would be playing in his team. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar for me, if he's fit, would be in my playing 11 for sure with Deepak Chahar and T. Natarajan by their side. Chetan Sakaria, do you think will Chetan Sakaria make the team
Uh,
for India?
no, no, I don't. I don't think Chetan Sakaria will make because of the fact that he has just played the first IPL,
Okay.
and I know he's a pretty good talent. I saw
Hmm.
also Sangakkara saying that he's very dedicated and he brings a lot of energy to the team. But
Hmm.
it was just a first IPL, and I think this squad will be also a backup squad for the T20 World Cup. So I don't
Right.
see Chetan Sakaria playing that T20 World Cup or even in the backups. We do have a pretty straight and pretty good fast bowling.
Okay.
So I don't think he will be in the 11. Also, I wanted to ask you that the purple cap winner for the IPL, Harshal Patel, do you think he will get missed out in this squad?
I, in my personal opinion, I think Harshal Patel would be taking some a year or two to make somewhere in between playing 11 because there are more better players than Harshal Patel. I would give personally Chetan Sakaria a better chance than Harshal Patel in the playing 11. This is my personal opinion. One more thing I wanted to ask that one big name, Shreyas Iyer, would be missed. Obviously, we know that if he would have been available 100%, he would have been the captain. So how big of a blow is that for India? And also, who do you think will be the captain when Shreyas Iyer would not play because he needs another 2-3 months to fully recover from the injury?
I don't think it is a very big blow for the Indian side because of the fact that it is a pretty strong team.
Okay.
And Shreyas Iyer comes at number 4. So we have Hardik Pandya and Kunal Pandya. We saw how Kunal Pandya was crucial in those against England. So I don't think it is a pretty big blow. But yeah, I feel that he should be recovered for T20 World Cup. And also in his absence, since we do not have a captain in this squad, I feel it is I feel that Dinesh Karthik should lead this team. I know
Okay.
most of you will disagree this, but the fact that there is a debate going on that Shikhar Dhawan should lead, but if he should have been the captain, he should have been in the Delhi Capitals in place of inexperienced Rishabh Pant. So I think Dinesh Karthik would lead the team, and Shikhar Dhawan should be the vice captain for the team. So,
Okay, so this would be
what
a
do you think
very
about it?
brave move of making Dinesh Karthik as a captain, because he refused the captainship for Kolkata Knight Riders. He stepped down to make Owen Morgan as the captain because of the pressure he was in. So it is very unlikely that BCCI would decide Dinesh Karthik as the captain. Moreover, that the very young side is playing, and we know that Shikhar Dhawan is the only, I think, the experienced player who will be making the playing 11 for sure. So in the squad, so I think he would be the captain, probable captain for India on the tour of Sri Lanka. So we also know that it is expected of Rahul Dravid and his NCA supporting staff that they would be traveling to Sri Lanka along with them as a supporting staff, supporting team. So do you think this would this would give them a boost because their under 19 coach is with them? Would this change any captaincy stint? Do you see as Prithvi Shaw becoming the captain in this tour because of this decision
Uh,
of Rahul Dravid?
no, definitely not.
Okay.
Definitely not. Yes, Rahul Dravid, he has been the under 19 coach for a long time, and his instincts are that to give that energy to the youngsters. But I don't
Mm.
see him giving an such a big role
Okay.
to such a young player, because we do have Shikhar Dhawan, then Dinesh Karthik, Hardik
Okay.
Pandya in the team, who are very mature and are very experienced than these youngsters. So I don't
Okay.
think he will be playing the gambling with the captaincy. I feel the BCCI will have that role of appointing the captain and not the coach here. They will be the support staff, but I do feel that the strategy wise, we might see a different India team playing in Sri Lanka.
What do you mean strategy wise means? What do you
Uh,
suggest the
strat,
difference
strat,
would be?
Strategy wise means we have seen Rahul Dravid as a calm
Okay.
and composed player,
Wow.
and as a coach also he is very calm. If we look at the captaincy of Prithvi Shaw, which we saw,
Hmm.
he was pretty unorthodox with his field placement. I'm sure
Okay.
that must have come from the Rahul Dravid himself. So
Okay.
I feel we might see a pretty less aggressive team, but a
Hmm.
strong team on the field.
Okay. Awesome. So strong team on the field. Do you think Sri Lanka would be able to give some sort of competition to this tier two or tier three playing 11 of India? After that, we'll come to the Sri Lankan team as well. We'll be discussing that as well. So what do you think?
No competition at all. It's a clean sweep. We can say whitewash to
You cannot
be very precise.
you are so sure because we are going to Sri Lanka and beating Sri Lanka in Sri Lanka is very difficult. Mutaya Muralidharan has said, I know gone all are those golden days are gone, but still we are playing tier through or tier three playing 11. So I would rate a 40 to 60% ratio in favor of India. Let's go to Sri Lankan team now directly. So what do you think would be their playing 11? Who do you think would captain their team?
I feel Dimut Karunaratne should
Correct.
lead the team.
Okay.
He is the captain and he will be leading the team for sure.
Okay.
So yeah,
Yes,
he will
Dimut
be the captain.
Karunaratne would be the captain, and also players like Niroshan Dikwella and Thisara Pereira and Angelo Matthews, Dinesh Chandimal would be joining them,
Uh,
along with the spinners
uh,
like Lakshan Chandakan would be there in the team,
Uh,
and they more or
a
less.
slight information. Tisara Pereira, he's been retired from the international cricket, so he won't be in the team. That was the last player from 2011 World Cup to get retired. So we can say that after
Okay,
2011, it is a pretty the team we are facing is pretty inexperienced team. I feel.
I think you're sure he played his last match against West Indies, I think. So he won't be there in the team. So Dimut Karnaratne, Dasun Chanaka, Danushka Gunatilaka, and also Niroshan Dikwella, and Lakshman Chandakan, Akila Jananjaya, and Suranga Lakmal, etc., would be playing in the Sri Lanka 11 team, right?
Yeah, and the only player I am very not very confident about that this player might be a threat to Indian team is Angelo Matthews.
Okay.
He has played against India. He knows the insights, or maybe we can say he's pretty experienced in that format. So I think he will be that one threat to India. Yeah, the rest is like the inexperience, and I feel India will be on the upper hand.
So we had kept Dimut Karunaratne as our captain in the pick we had done for the Sri Lanka 11, but we should not forget that Kusal Pereira is captaining Sri Lanka in their tour of Bangladesh. Kusal Mendes is their captain. We also should not forget Isuru Udana, Dhananjay De Silva, and Suranga Lakmal as well, which they have the ability to give India sleepless nights in their tour against Sri Lanka. So please click the I button now to see our discussion and analysis on India's tour for the World Test Championship and the India's tour of England, which is commencing shortly. And if you love what we do, please like, share, subscribe to the channel. The name of the channel is Soft Signal. Comment down below your favorite picks, and please follow us on Instagram, Twitter. We have ventured into Facebook as well. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you.